Understanding motivation. The word motivation typically refers to the reasons behind someone's actions. It often explains why people act the way they do. Specifically, it starts, directs, and supports goal-oriented behaviors. For instance, motivation is what drives you to earn that promotion at work, or helps you lose additional weight. Simply put, motivation pushes you to do actions that move you toward your goals. There are biological, emotional, social, and cognitive variables that drive human behavior within the context of motivation. As such, clearly identifying discrete motivations is often a challenge. As a result, we frequently must examine observable behaviors to properly understand the motivations behind people's actions. The two primary motivational styles are typically distinguished as intrinsic or extrinsic. Extrinsic drive comes from sources other than the individual and frequently entails material benefits like medals, cash, accolades, or social recognition. An example of intrinsic motivation is when someone is motivated solely by the satisfaction of solving a task, such as when they complete a challenging crossword puzzle. There may be a third sort of motivation, according to some studies, family motivation. Going to work when you are not intrinsically inspired to do so but are doing it to provide for your family financially is an example of this sort. Do not panic if you feel as though you have lost motivation. There are ways to develop your levels of self-motivation. Understanding motivation can help you feel more in control of your life, work toward your goals more effectively, be more impelled to act, and encourage you to engage in healthy behaviors. It can also help you avoid unhealthy or maladaptive ones like risk-taking and addiction, and improve your general well-being and happiness. If you've ever set a goal for yourself, such as wanting to run a marathon or drop 30 pounds, you are undoubtedly already aware of the fact that having the desire to do so is insufficient. Desire is good, but you must be able to overcome challenges and possess the fortitude to continue in the face of hardships. To build and maintain motivation, activation, persistence, and intensity are the three main drivers, according to research. The choice to start a behavior is known as activation. Enrolling in an online course to acquire skills for your career is an example of activation. The continuing pursuit of a goal in the face of challenges is known as persistence. Showing up for your class despite being exhausted from studying late the night before, is an example of tenacity. The concentration and zeal used to pursue a goal constitutes intensity. One student can put out little effort, low intensity, whereas another student is fastidious in reading the content, engages in class debates, and may even go above and beyond with extra content and learning opportunities. The same can be said for training and exercise. Joining the gym is activation. Going regularly 3 times a week despite being tired, sore, and at times unmotivated is persistence. Making sure you get your heart rate up, or are doing strenuous resistance training would drive intensity. Whatever you are focused on achieving, building, and/or arriving at, it is helpful to keep in mind these 3 core elements.